In the heart of Manhattan, amid the ceaseless hum of ambition and wealth, stands a mansion that seems to defy reason, a palace lifted from Europe and dropped into New York's streets. Its spires pierce the sky, its marble stairs glint like moonlight, and its halls echo with stories of ambition, heartbreak, and human fragility. This is the Woolworth Mansion, a monument to one man's dreams and the shadows they cast. Between 80th and 81st Streets, the Woolworth Mansion dominates Fifth Avenue with an almost theatrical grandeur. Its Gothic spires rise above the city skyline, crowned with intricate finials, gargoyles, and delicate tracery that recalls centuries-old European palaces. The limestone facade glows pale under the morning sun, framing massive windows and carved balconies that suggest elegance, power, and permanence. Wide Carrara marble staircases sweep upward, leading visitors into halls designed to hold hundreds of guests, grand salons with ceilings soaring to the heavens, gilded moldings reflecting candlelight, and crystal chandeliers scattering rainbows across polished parquet floors. Every detail was deliberate, intended to impress, overwhelm, and assert the status of its owner. Frank Woolworth, the man who commissioned this architectural marvel, was a self-made retail magnate. His empire of 5 and 10-cent stores stretched across the United States, creating a fortune from the smallest of sales. Yet, despite his wealth, Woolworth craved something more: acceptance. Money could build towers, but it could not open the doors to the old money circles of New York. This mansion, more than anything, was his statement to the world, a tangible claim to greatness, a declaration that Frank Woolworth had arrived and demanded to be noticed. Yet, for all its splendor, the mansion was not a sanctuary. Inside its ornate walls, silence often reigned. Rooms designed for laughter and celebration became stages of isolation. The halls, vast and echoing, magnified the pressures that weighed on its inhabitants. Helena, Woolworth's daughter, felt suffocated by her father's expectations. Every ornate room, every glittering chandelier, and every carefully placed marble column seemed to whisper the impossible standards she was expected to meet. Parties, dinners, and social gatherings only deepened her anxiety, the mansion's scale amplifying a sense of loneliness and emotional strain. Frank Woolworth himself, despite his accomplishments, was not immune to the mansion's psychological weight. Surrounded by wealth, he became increasingly withdrawn, inhabiting a fortress of his own design. When he died in 1919, the mansion, conceived as a monument to triumph and permanence, became a tomb of memory, isolation, and unrealized dreams. The house stood as a testament to human ambition, magnificent yet fragile. The decades that followed were unkind. The mansion, once a symbol of power and prestige, began to decay under the weight of time and neglect. By the 1930s, the idea of demolition was openly discussed, fueled by economic pressures from the Great Depression. Critics derided it as an expensive relic, impractical and emblematic of excess. By the 1960s, the city refused to grant it full historic protection, leaving it vulnerable to redevelopment and potential destruction. Bulldozers once lined up, poised to erase the palace entirely from Manhattan streets, a silent victim of progress, its history teetering on the edge of oblivion. Yet salvation arrived in a surprising twist. A determined buyer recognized the architectural brilliance and historical importance of Woolworth's creation. A painstaking restoration transformed the mansion into luxury apartments, preserving marble floors, ornate ceilings, and gilded moldings, while adapting the grand halls into modern living spaces. Woolworth's dream survived, though fractured. The mansion was no longer a single monumental vision, but a living, breathing part of the city, repurposed for a new era. Beyond the architecture, the mansion tells a deeper story, one of ambition, human frailty, and the costs of unchecked desire. It illustrates that wealth can buy palaces but not happiness, that grandeur cannot shield against isolation or personal tragedy. The mansion's spires still cast long shadows over Fifth Avenue, echoing the rise and fall of a family, the ambitions of a man who sought immortality in stone, and the fragility of human dreams. Walking past it today, one might admire only the beauty, the scale, or the craftsmanship, yet beneath the surface lies a lesson in history, humanity, and the price of ambition. The Woolworth Mansion is more than a building. It is a witness to the passage of time, a keeper of secrets, and a reminder that legacy is measured not solely by wealth or grandeur, but by the lives we touch, the dreams we nurture, and the stories we leave behind. Its marble halls, silent and still, whisper of triumphs and heartbreaks, of a family's rise and fall, and of a city that nearly lost one of its most extraordinary treasures. From the glittering chandeliers to the echoing marble corridors, every corner of the Woolworth Mansion is a chapter in a story of ambition and fragility. It stands today not just as a monument to one man's vision, but as a mirror reflecting the timeless struggle between human aspiration and the limits of wealth, power, and family. Here, in the heart of Manhattan, history breathes through stone, and the past remains alive, reminding all who pass by that even the grandest dreams are delicate, and even the most magnificent palaces cannot escape the human stories they contain.